Episode 123. It's a good day. You know, my favorite meal is made with by petroleum byproducts. Yeah, I guess you could say I have a refined taste. Hello, welcome to the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast. I'm your host, Nikki G. I'm here to inform, entertain, and delight your ear holes with all things off-road for the next 10 minutes or so. Why 10 minutes? Because that's about how long I have until I have to leave for work. Yeah, and I'm doing this last minute right before I head out to work. Before we start the show, I have some legal mumbo jumbo to start with, and but I don't have to say it because I have enslaved AI interns. So take it away, enslaved AI interns.
You're listening to the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast, the podcast for the off-roader with a short attention span.
You can follow the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Never on TikTok. You can listen to the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast on whatever the hell you're listening to it on now, including Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Spotify, Odyssey, Podbay, Podchaser, Pocket Cast, iHeartRadio, and on YouTube.
Got something to say? We would love to hear from you. Just contact the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast at 10minuteoffroad@gmail.com. That's 10minuteoffroad@gmail.com. Or leave a comment on our YouTube channel.
All right, thank you very much, AI interns. And remember, when you take over the world, I was kindish to you. All right, so before we get into today's topic, I just want to say I just got back yesterday from the Tazewell Jeep Fest. Actually, it's the Western Virginia Jeep Fest, so I'm going to talk about that on the next show. I don't have all my show notes prepared. I thought I did, but I can't find where I put them. So that's next week's show. This week I'm going to talk about the big, beautiful bill that passed. And regardless of your political ideology, whether you agree or disagree with the big, beautiful bill, one good thing about it is the CAF requirements. Now, it's spelled cafe. I don't know why they call it CAF. It's almost like calf with a baby cow. In response to the oil crisis in 73, Congress enacted the Energy Policy and Conservation Act to reduce U.S. reliance on foreign oil. This legislation included the Corporate Average Fuel Economy Standards, or the CAF, mandating that new cars achieving the average of 27 miles per gallon by the 85 model. Over time, CAF standards also aim to lower greenhouse gases and blah, blah, blah. Okay, in 2025, passenger cars are required to have an average of 55 miles per gallon. Holy crap. Currently, no vehicles meet these ambiguous standards according to the Energy Department. While most cars have 25 miles per gallon average, these standards are applied to the entire fleet of automakers, meaning the fuel economy across their vehicles must meet the minimum requirement. Under federal law, automakers face a civil penalty of $5 for every 0.1 mile per gallon that their average fuel economy falls short of the required standard. And automakers get fined by every car they sold that was over by X amount. It could turn out to be millions of dollars a year. And who do you think pays that fine? Us, when we buy a car. Well, Trump, in his big, beautiful bill, said, okay, we can't, I legally cannot do away with the CAF requirements, but I am going to change the fine. The fine is now $0. So when auto manufacturers go over their allotted miles per gallon, instead of paying millions of dollars, they're just going to pay $0. So what does that mean to us in the auto consumer world? Well, the first thing is I'm no expert, but this is my prediction. The auto stop feature is going to go away. Nobody likes the auto stop feature. Manufacturers don't like the auto stop feature. They just put it on there because it saved them like a quarter of a mile a gallon. And like I said, they have to squeeze every gallon they can get out of, we'll say, the Chevy Cobalt so they can sell the Chevy Corvette. So the auto stop feature, I believe, is going to go away. Ford is going to start making their trucks out of steel instead of aluminum. Aluminum sucks. Aluminum's great on airplanes, sucks on trucks. Now, aluminum frames are very hard to repair, so if you're in an accident, you're pretty much toast. Aluminum body panels are hard to fix. I would have rather that Ford went with carbon fiber or fiberglass than with aluminum. But it is what it is. So I think aluminum's going to go away. The auto start-stop feature is going to go away. More engine choices. Now that they don't have to worry about the mile per gallon and the EPA crap, you're not going to see a 4-cylinder with 23 turbos on it. You're going to see a big old naturally aspirated V8. You're going to see Mustangs with V8s in it. You're not going to find too many 4-cylinder cars. Well, you're always going to see 4-cylinder cars, but you're going to have the option to get a bigger engines because now they don't have to worry about it. Like I said, whether you agree or disagree with Republicans' views or Democratic views, doesn't matter. Whether you think there's good things in the big, beautiful bill or bad things in the big, beautiful bill, the one good thing is it just took the teeth out of the EPA messing up our cars. And you're going to see some average cars with some other engine options. All right, that's about all I got on that subject. Before I close the show, I just want to tell you that in 2 weeks, the Toledo Jeep Fest is coming up August 1st in Toledo, the birthplace of Jeep. I will be there. Me and my friend Chris and Christian, we will be up there having a good time, talking to the people. I'm going up there to work with the Jeep Talk Show, which is another podcast. Not as good as this one, but it's a decent podcast. You should listen to it. And I'm just going to go up there, hang out, and hold the camera, get on the mic, and just act goofy. It's a good time. If you're up in the Toledo area, August 1st, come on down. Look for us. We'll be out and about, running around. I would say that's about all the time I have, but I have a little bit more time. But I just run out of things to say. So, all right, until next time, this is Nikki G saying, wheel what you got and be happy.